Next question. Did you ever have any business with Gem Steel?
Yes. Louis Melito ran Gem Steel for a long time. When he was killed, I was told to take it over. I gave the family some money. I took care of the family, his family. I didn't explain everything, but I gave them money. His house was under construction, and I helped finish it. I paid $20,000 to finish his house because I knew he wasn't coming home. He disappeared. He was buried. So when I saw his daughter or I saw somebody, and I said, don't worry, he'll be back. Everything will be okay. But in the meantime, until he comes back, I'll take care of his. I took care of his family. They resented it later on, I'm sure. I know they did, but there's nothing I could do about it. It wasn't something I asked for. It was a mandatory hit. Louis Melito betrayed us. I told this story before. I'll tell it real quick. Right after the Castellano hit, DB, another made guy, became a captain as well. Talked to me and Frankie the Chico. And he told Frankie the Chico, he says, Frankie, I need to talk to you alone. So he says, there's only me, you, and Sammy. What do you mean alone? Well, I'm alone without Sammy. He said, no, you talk in front of Sammy. What the fuck is the problem? He said, Louis betrayed us. He never told Paul Castellano or Tommy Bellotti about the plot. He knew about it. But what he did is he went partners with them. He played the fence. If they win, he's on their side. If we win, he's on our side. Frankie the Chico says, I'll kill him the minute he comes out. I begged Frankie not to do it. Frankie wouldn't hear it. But he got blown up in a car, Frankie, car bomb. And after that, I went to John Gotti and I says, I know the daughter, I know the whole family, please give him a break. He did something stupid, but we'll put him on his side. And he got a break. And then he started talking to Joey Bellotti that Sammy's growing in power. We're in the same boat, thinking that I was mad at them. And I wasn't. I had saved Joey Bellotti. Joey Bellotti said, no, we're not in the same boat. I'm with Sammy 100%. He got in trouble for that remark. I saved him again. And then he was put under Big Louis Valerio. And Louis Valerio, not meaning to hurt him, found him to be very disrespectful. Asked John, I don't want to hurt him or nothing like that. He says, I just want him moved. And John says, I'll move him. And that's when John put a hit on him. And I went to him again. And John says, mind your fucking business. I gave it out to other guys. You're not on it. It's not your thing. And that's when I asked him, could I at least be there? Why do you want to be there? I don't want nobody. I grew up with this guy all my life. Just one quick shot in the head. I don't want no suffering, no treating him like a dog. He's a man's man. Let him die like a man. That was my mistake. And that's why he's on my list as far as a murder is concerned.
Murphy from TikTok would like to know, what do you miss the most about your house in Staten Island?
Well, we had a beautiful home in Staten Island. But even better than that, I missed the farm. I had a farm in Jersey, Cream Ridge, New Jersey. I used to run away on the weekends, get away from the Mafia life with my wife and my kids and family. And I had a great time doing that. So I miss all of that, in a way. I don't miss it. It's in my brain. It's good memories. Things happened that changed all of that, but they can't get rid of the memories that we had there. My kids had horses. My son had a mini bike. We had a great time. We had a pool there. A lot of friends would come to the farm and stay there and hang out and stuff. And I had a ball there. And the house, we lost it all once I flipped.
Question from Instagram. Who smoked the most cigars in the life?
Probably Jimmy Brown had a fucking cigar hanging out of his mouth all the time. And we used to tease him, Jimmy, when you get laid, is that cigar still in your mouth? And we would all goof on him and stuff. So I think I never saw anybody. He always had a cigar dangling out of his mouth when he was talking to you or something. So I think him.
Another question from TikTok. I want to start my own mob family in Southern Maryland. Can you give me some pointers?
Yeah, don't do it, bro, because the fucking FBI today is so sophisticated, you're going to go to jail before you even get started. And being in jail is no fun. It's not something you can't deal with, but they take away your freedom and you're told when to eat, when to go to sleep, when to take a shit, when to do this, when to do that. I'm not that type of guy. I hate to be told shit like that. And that's what that's what prison is. You lose your freedom. Before you know it, you'll get a phone call. Somebody died, your aunt, your cousin, your friend. You lose all of those freedoms.
King Jr. on TikTok would like to know, hey, Sammy, which one is better, Lincoln or Cadillac?
I like both of them. I had both of them. I like both of them. Lincoln was a nice car. It really drove nice. It was a heavy car, floated around. It was really nice car. But I had a Cadillac. I liked that as well. The best car I had was a Mercedes-Benz. I mean, that car was a great car. You were doing 60 miles an hour or 65 miles an hour on the highway. You stepped on the gas, the fucking car just took off. And making turns with it. The Germans really know how to make a car. They make great engines, watches, but they make great cars. I like the Mercedes as well.
Just Reality 24 says, different eras, then versus now. Which would you pick to live in and why? Think people, culture, etc.
Where?
Which era would you like to live in?
Which era?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my age now, I would like to live about 30 years before. So I was younger. But for those reasons. But they were all good eras. I mean, for me, growing up as a kid, I mean, there's so many eras that were great. The Rampers when I was younger. I enjoyed a lot of things in life.
Doug from Instagram says, thank you so much for the autographed baseball.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You can get signed baseballs and more at ourthing.tv/shop.
Boss man, can you give a huge shout out for Betty Ann for giving you a nice, generous kick up in your super chat?
Hey, Betty Ann. How you doing, kiddo? I'm wondering, I haven't heard from you for a while. I wonder if you're coming and living in Arizona. But listen, love you. Appreciate everything you do. My girls, they had a birthday. You sent them gifts. You're really a good woman, a kind woman.
She's a sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she is.
She is.
Okay, El Fargo in the super chat. Is New Jersey nice to live in? You know, like that kid, Moltisanti from New Jersey.
Moltisanti?
That's what he wrote.
I don't know, but Jersey's a nice place as well. I got beautiful areas in Jersey. So yeah, Jersey's a real nice place. If you're in Jersey, my daughter has a place where they do, makeup and all different kinds of hair and facials and stuff like that. Look her up. She's great. She's got a good business over there. So if you're there, go in there, mention my name. You'll probably get charged a few dollars more, but knowing my daughter, my father sent you, she'll charge you a few dollars more, but she'll take care of you herself. She loves that work, and she does a great job. She's been a licensed esthetician in Arizona, in New York, and Jersey. There's different licenses and different tests. She's got licenses in 3 different states. So she really knows what she's doing, and she loves what she's doing. That's the key part. She loves to make women or men look good again and stuff like that. So, and she's there. So give her a shout out.
I have Billy in the super chat. He wants to know, what is your favorite Italian dish?
My favorite Italian dish, raviolis, lasagna, Gerard. My favorite Italian dishes. My son makes great dishes. When I was getting out of prison, I wanted to have pasta alla vodka sauce and stuff. I was away for 5 years, and I wanted to eat that. I ordered a 17-year bit, and he made it for me. When I got out, it was great. I'm a guy who eats what they call, Italians peasant food. A lot of pasta and vegetables and beans and stuff like that. So I love that kind of food. I don't use it for a diet. I just use it. I was growing up on that. My mother was a great cook. And I love that kind of food.
I have Terry Brooks in the chat wants to know, did you have tattoos before you were in prison?
Did I have what?
Tattoos.
Yeah, I had a couple of tattoos. When I was a kid, I got a diamond in the middle of my chest. All the rampers had a diamond in the middle of their chest tattooed on. I had Christ head on my right arm and an eagle on my left arm. And when I got out after the 5 years of prison and I cooperated, the government wanted me to take them off. I had them removed, and I didn't have any tattoos for a while. When I went back in, I was 55 years old with a rat label, and I tattooed up in prison. All of my tattoos now, chest, back, arms, sleeves, all of that came from prison.
Andrew Foster wants to know, Sammy, is it true in your time in the mob you owned almost all the construction in Brooklyn?
No, I didn't own almost all of it. The construction was huge, but I was a powerhouse in construction. I controlled a couple of unions personally and other unions through other people. I was really, really powerful. I had a big drywall company. I had 200 employees. So I was able to build, control unions, power. I was a powerhouse in construction. And I was directly with Paul Castellano when it came to the construction business. He loved that business as well.
I have JWask 23. Sammy, did you ever roll around alone when the war was going on, or did you always have someone from your crew with you?
I mean, generally, I don't know which war you're talking about. I was in 3 different wars. I was in the Colombo War when it was the Profaci family and Joe Gallo and Carmine Persico were duking it out. I was with the Colombo family. I was in that war. With Johnny Keys, I was in their war in Philadelphia. And after the Castellano hit, that war, I was in that. So if you're talking about the Castellano hit,
They didn't specify. They just said, so any of the wars.
I mean, sometimes I was alone. Most of the times I was always with somebody. I had a driver. This guy, Louis Cicenti, drove me, picked up the car, especially after the explosion with Frankie the Chico. I never let the car go. So he would drive the car, come to the house in the morning, blow the horn or knock on the door. Don't even come in, just stay with the car to make sure that nobody could put a bomb in my car or near my car. I used to go to a racquetball club, and he would carry my gun in one of his bags when I went to work out. So, I generally always had somebody around me.
Okay, passing it back over.
All right, we are back with more questions.
One more answer to that last question. Mm-hmm. My crew loved me, bro. They were around. I didn't have to ask them to be around. And there was younger guys like Johnny Holmes and other guys. They were around me constantly. They didn't want me to be touched. I didn't have to ask them, come, watch my back. They would ask. Sometimes it was a pain in the ass. I would tell them, leave me alone. Go out with some broads. Go do something. They wouldn't budge. But when I went on my farm, most of the times I was alone. I didn't need no bodyguards or anything like that. I mean, I didn't look at it that way. I always understood the life. I always thought sooner or later I'm going to get whacked or go to prison for the rest of my life. I knew what kind of life I was in. I knew the treachery. So I wasn't really worried about it because I just convinced myself it's like getting older. I know now I'm getting older. I'm 80 years old. I'm going to die soon. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, who knows? But I know I'm going to die. Am I afraid of dying? No. I'm not. It's going to come. When God wants to take me, he's going to take however it's going to be, whether it's driving a race car that I was driving race cars a little bit, or get shot or get cancer or whatever it's going to be. It's going to be. So I don't worry about it. I don't get up every morning and say, oh my God, I might die, or I got to have a bodyguard, or I got to watch who's looking. I watch myself. I'm careful. I'm a hit guy. I'm pretty cautious about what I do and how I do it. And I look at things, but I don't worry about it. I really don't. So God, I wanted to add that to it. It's not because I'm, crazy or something. I just understood the life I'm in. Do you think a soldier in the army during a war gets up every morning saying, oh my God, let me get out of here, I'm going to die? No. He knows he's going to die or might die, and he fights a war. I'm a soldier in Cosa Nostra, or was.
Tony says, I went to Sparks Steakhouse the other day, and the waiter said that he served you.
I don't know. He must be 109, but if he served me. But I went there with Paul Castellano once or twice before the rub out. I was there, so he might have served me. I don't know. He didn't serve me that night, so I didn't come in.
I got a couple people in the chat saying that you have the biggest crew ever in 2025, which is all of your fans.
I hope so, and I think I do. I have the best crew. I don't know about the biggest, but I got the best. I got good people in this crew, in this family. Like I'm going to go back to Betty Ann again. Betty Ann, and there's so many, and I don't want to go through names. I'll be here for an hour and a half, but there's so many good people in my crew, my family, my watchers, that I love these guys and women.
From Instagram, was John Gotti as close to Neil as it was depicted in the original 1996 film?
Yeah. It was more Angelo was closer to Neil than John. But John was above Angelo, and he got close to Neil as well. When we were going to take out Paul, John and Angelo went to Neil. He was dying of cancer. And they told him they wanted his backing. And he told them, no. You guys broke every rule in the book. What did he do wrong? He's the boss. And now you want to kill him. The answer is no. Give him the fucking tapes. That's what he wants. The boss is the boss is the boss. I'll sit down for you. Because the tapes were horrible. They talked about bosses, they talked about Paul, they talked about other families, drugs, everything. He says, if I could save you, I'll try. If you're worried, run. But the answer to kill him, the answer is no. And he didn't get killed until after Neil died.
Jared in the chat on Instagram would like to know, did the Philly family work for themselves, or did they always have to report to New York?
No, they don't have to. They're their own family. They don't have to report to New York. But the commission is in New York, all the 5 families and other families. At one time, there was 21 families in the commission. But they have to adhere to Cosa Nostra rules. So they're their own family. They can run it their own way. They can bend some of the rules, I guess. But you can't go completely off the wall and run it a complete different way. And if you had trouble with the commission, the New York 5 families, there was too many of us when you count all of them. And if the commission gets together and wants to take you out, and all the bosses are telling everybody in their families to get you, you're talking about thousands of guys are going to look to blow your fucking head off. So it's too dangerous to fuck with the commission.
Another question, would you ever do a podcast with Donnie Brasco?
I think I would. I mean, I don't like him. Not because he's an agent. They do the job. When he went undercover, he worked with them. He went to their houses with their families and mingled with them. And I don't know how you can do that. Once you get to know the wives, the kids, stuff like that, and you're working to put them away and destroy them, I would have a problem sitting down talking with him. I mean, I think those are things I would ask him. Did it ever fucking bother you? And did it bother you that half the people, when they found out that you were an undercover agent, got killed because they trusted you? They lost their lives. You stood with them every day. You went with bros with them. You went out drinking, gambling, fucking, doing everything. How the fuck do you feel about you're proud of it? So I think I would, I would sit with him, but I think that's the kind of questions, and I don't know how it would go. I know Michael Franchi sat down with him and they got along. They liked each other. I don't know if I would like him, but for what he did, I guess he don't like me for what I did, but vice versa. I don't like him, so I don't know how the thing would go.
Who would win in the war back in the day, the mob versus the cartel?
I really, really think the mob, not because I was in the mob, the cartels are brutal. They're a little too brutal. They don't think a lot of times like we do. You know, the mob perfected hit guys. Now, they could shoot you, the cartels, but they're not hit guys. They'll shoot you. There's a difference. Now, when you have 100 guys who are planners, thinkers, and serious hit guys, I think the cartels would be in trouble. You know, President Trump just told the military to go in on these cartels. Now, the cartels could fight back. They have guns. They don't stand a chance. When you get airborne rangers, Navy SEALs coming at you, they're so trained, it's crazy. If the cartels better watch their ass, what Trump just did, because they're not a joke. I don't know if you saw the movies, the Sicarios. Listen, when the military gets involved and they're coming at you, they're so well trained and with weapons and plots and plans, you're fucking dead. So cartels are, they kill the guys around them. They kill other people. Somebody cooperates, they go and kill the wives, the kids, they kill every fucking body. I don't know what that is. That's not the mafia. We don't do that. It's not the wife who ratted you out or the kids. It's him. You want to kill him? He broke the rules? Kill him. It's just like me. You want to kill me? Kill me. My wife, my kids had nothing to do with me, the life, or me cooperating. Killing them is killing harmless people. That's like a serial killer. Go on the street and shoot some people in the street. For what? It's just like I watch television and the news. I see people coming in. Some guy says, I did a hit because JFK said that the shots weren't good and now I wanted to shoot. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're shooting innocent people who have nothing to do with it. So that don't make any sense to me at all.
You done?
I'm done.
Is there anything else to say? Okay, so before we wrap it up, guys, I just want to remind everybody to head to the shop, get your merch, and subscribe, like, follow. Did you guys hit the like button? Because I don't think I saw them on there, right? Tell them to hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button.
Okay.
Hit the like. But more importantly, subscribe so you get a buzz when we're coming out, what we're doing. I mean, you know about the Monday Live.